Hello. Oh, today I have both tea and a White Claw.
Drink a fucking White Claw. We were out of White Claws for a while. And I saw this one White Claw and I was like, fuck, that looks delicious.
Whether you want to accept it or not, the internet's influence on the real world is obvious. Each day some new person stumbles across dark academia for the very first time and has the revelation that Hermione has been their fashion icon all along. The internet's biggest trends can usually show up in real life through learning popular slang in conversations with your Zoomer coworker.
You girls keep me young. Oh, I love you so much.
Or opening Forever 21's Winter's Most Wanted email campaign in your inbox. The styles worn in that email being the most pinned on Pinterest and the most reshared on Instagram. In our current time, trends are moving rapidly than ever before. This is majority due to oversaturation of content and new aesthetics constantly trending on TikTok every week. Coquette, balletcore, fairycore, floatcore, clean girl, twilight core, just to name a few. With so much to choose from, select, scroll through, and click onto, it makes sense that people are watching 10-minute YouTube videos at 2x playback speed. Our attention spans are beginning to decrease and become with the mass amount of content fed to us day after day, or that we continue to choose to absorb day after day. This new year only means more new content and more new trends that will be spammed across your social media feed. So in this video, can't get my hand flat. So in this video, we are going to check out the predicted viral aesthetics to be all the rage of 2023.
You get me.
Every year, Pinterest announces which styles will make an impact in the upcoming year based on its site search. And its 2023 Pinterest Predict report includes styles that are nostalgic, ethereal, and think forward to the future. Nostalgic styles from the early 2000s are back, and we are not surprised by this because Y2K has already been a thing for quite a few years now. The rise of Y2K in 2021 proved the world was not ready to break things off with styles of the early 2000s just yet.
Not yet!
Because, come on, let's admit it, we all wanted a juicy tracksuit at one point.
You girls keep me young. Oh, I love you so much.
You know this. Celebrity tabloid culture made it impossible to escape the look. If you're still reminiscing over wearing some iconic styles from the early 2000s that you couldn't wear back then because you were a child, then this aesthetic may be the one for you. As a kid, if you didn't have the money to afford a Von Dutch trucker hat, or maybe your mom wouldn't let you anywhere near the tube tops over in the junior section of Macy's, if any of these brands or styles that I named tipped off your inner child, then you should consider running to your local TJ Maxx to purchase some handy dandy staple hair claws for this next aesthetic. Hair claw. All the kids that were growing up in the early 2000s are now adult with income. And when we see products that remind us of fond memories from our past, nostalgia takes over our purchasing decisions. And this doesn't just have to relate to fashion all the time, but for this video specifically it will, because we're diving into aesthetics. But as an example on how nostalgia can influence purchasing decisions, think back to a treat or favorite food from your childhood. It was probably one of the best tasting things that you had, but now the moment is long gone because it's just that, a memory. Now imagine tasting a food today that reminds you of that favorite food from the past and how you haven't had those mix of flavors in a very long time. The same ideology can be applied to fashion and aesthetics, because when shoppers see a similar band tee to the one that their dad used to wear in Urban Outfitters, that's no coincidence. You know that old saying, don't throw away anything because it always comes back in style? Well, that quote has fact to it. Most core trends repeat every 20 to 30 years, a concept often referred to as the 20-year rule. The 20-year rule is a way to predict which styles will come back into fashion each decade. Look back 20 years and you'll find the style inspiration many are drawing from today. So if we Turn the clocks back 20 years. We'll arrive at 2003.
Yo, welcome to 2003. And this year, 50 Cent released his club banger In the Club. Jody, we gon' party like it's your birthday. Also, Evanescence has climbed the charts with Bring Me to Life. The popularity of the Matrix franchise has inspired other like-minded media like Underworld. This dark media inspired many consumers to add punk accessories like, we all remember these, the black gourmet belt to their wardrobe. Everyone had these. You stopped at your local Hot Topic, Icings, freaking Claire's, they all had these belts. Not always worn through the belt loop. Sometimes you had to get a little bit extra creative and just wear it around the waist.
Fast forwarding back to 2023, Gen Z and millennials will romanticize their wardrobe with early 2000 trends like cargo pants, hair cloths, tube tops, and slip dresses. This collection of styles was dubbed rom-com core by Pinterest. Rom-com core is a compilation of trending Pinterest searches such as 2000s girl, cool girl aesthetic outfit, pink mini skirt outfit, rhinestone dress, and summer outfits vintage. And like I mentioned, Y2K has been trending for a while now, and consumers want to expand that outside of their aesthetic and more into their lifestyle. This means chasing main character energy that was defined in the movie industries in the early 2000s. That means upgrading everyday moments to feel like a scene from their favorite rom-com movie. However, if you're more into alt fashion than mainstream trends, then you might relate to Pinterest's next prediction, sci-fi fit. If you're already living like you're light years ahead of everyone else, then this aesthetic is right for you. There's no denying it, the future is now. We're currently living in a rapidly growing technological age. Technology from Black Mirror like robot dogs or rewinding our memories inside of your head are currently in the works. Innovative tech inventions allow for us to live more conveniently, like ordering pizza from your Amazon Alexa. So why not dress for the future that we currently reside in? Trending Pinterest searches like dystopian outfit, avant-garde outfit, cyber streetwear, gamer girl look, and futuristic glasses has millennials and zoomers in outfits that look like they're attending the Matrix red carpet. And I couldn't help but indulge in this trend myself though. Taking inspiration from dark cinematic fantasies, people are wearing styles that reflect our current times. Dark, moody, and dystopian. This recurring trend of wearing dark accessories or even overly exaggerated shoes is a reoccurring trend that repeats during times of uncertainty. Just take a look back to 2008 during the financial crisis.
Hammer this morning, hammer this morning, hammer this morning, hammer this morning.
The speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate.
Lenders began to file for bankruptcy and home prices dropped to the lowest of lows. This uncertainty had consumers searching for items that helped them to escape, products that reminded us of vampire lovers or some other distant land. And during this time, people were definitely living in a fantasy world. You commonly saw styles like hippie chic braided forehead headband,
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man,
fake geek glasses for people that didn't even need glasses, fringe moccasin boots, liquid leggings, and other trends that were so 2008, it hurts. Fast forwarding back to current day, we'll start to see more all-black ensemble paired with black leather, a mix of tiny and oversized reflective sunglasses, harnesses, vests, and implementing more bright colors. Or maybe you prefer softer accessories like lace, tulle, ruffles, and shimmer. If that sounds more like your style, then airy fashion is right up your alley. It's time to trade in that moto jacket and combat boot for more ethereal details. After 2 years of sweatpants, we are finally ready to strut our stuff again in fashion-forward styles. A close relative to fairy core, airy fashion incorporates sheer fabrics like lace to add a more romantic appearance. And we've seen styles worn like this on Harry Styles, who has a lot of style. If you don't have good style and your last name is Styles, you better have a good fashion reputation with that name. So we've seen styles worn like this on Harry Styles, who has recently influenced a lot of trends for both men and women. Another close resemblance to airy fashion is a popular trend of the past that I'm sure we're all familiar with. The tutu craze. The tutu skirt trend was all anyone accessorized with in the mid 2000s. This trend became so popular that every Disney Channel sidekick character would pair one of these frothy skirts over any outfit, just like the sci-fi fits that we previously spoke on. Airy fashion allows fantasy to soar. This aesthetic should come as no surprise, as trends like plaza core and ballet core made it all over our TikTok For You pages in 2022. With this trend, you can expect to see more sheer dresses, sheer pants, sheer tops, sheer everything. We're gonna see a lot of skin this year. Skin under layered sheer. We're also gonna see ruffles on everything and long sleeve lace tops. As one chapter closes, another one begins. That's especially true for trends and aesthetics. And if fashion aesthetics aren't really your thing, maybe consider giving mushroom accessories a try. Another predicted trend of Pinterest for 2023. Mushrooms are gonna be all the rage, and I'm not talking about the psychedelic kind, or am I? Well, if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to punch that like button and subscribe for more aesthetic content, more very online content, more content to just keep you up on the trends and in the know. I'm wishing you a very fashionable 2023.